Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf and weekly download episode number 73, which is my weekly tech and PC gaming news series. Today I'm going to be playing some Curse of Osiris Destiny 2 expansion while I give you this news, and I got myself an Americano coffee for today's episode. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on. Let's get into it. We don't have a lot of tech news this week, way more PC gaming news actually, but to kick things off, AMD apparently has quietly downgraded some of their RX 560 graphics cards. It was brought to light this week that there are actually two versions of the 560, one with 16 compute units and 1024 stream processors, and a slightly downgraded version with only 14 compute units and 896 stream processors. Since this story kinda blew up this week, AMD immediately tried to remedy the situation by stating that they are doing everything they can to make sure that every RX 560 sold, whether it's their own reference model or from a different company, that they completely show the specs so people aren't accidentally buying the downgraded version when they think they are getting the newer one. Apparently AMD started downgrading these 560s in an effort to give their board partners and customers more options in the RX 500 series, whatever that means. Either way, if you're in the market for the 560, which is actually a pretty solid budget gaming card, just make sure you're looking at these two specs on the spec sheet before buying. And the only other relevant or interesting tech news that I could find this week was that the major PC parts retailer NCIX filed for bankruptcy this week. NCIX is a huge PC parts retailer in fact, but it seems that they focused way too much on in-store shopping than the ever-growing online shopping platform. You may know NCIX as Linus's previous employer. That's actually how I first heard of him, and he posted his comments on the situation, which you can check out in the link in the description. I feel like a broken record, but for first-time listeners to Weekly Download, I link everything I talk about down there in the description. But yeah, NCIX, as of writing this article, hasn't really said much publicly on the matter. I would definitely hold off on buying anything from there for now, but maybe we'll see some killer clearance sales or something. Be on the lookout. Actually, better yet, follow me on Twitter at zachstechturf. I'll keep you posted over there. Shameless plug aside, that's all we have for the tech news this week. Before jumping into the PC gaming news this week, I want to quickly tell you guys about how you can support Zach's Tech Turf with about 5 seconds of your time. If you're like me and buy products from Amazon on a daily basis or even the occasional yearly purchase, you can be sending ZTT a small kickback from every purchase as long as you use my link. Every single time you buy something on Amazon, no matter what it is, I'll get a small kickback from that, and all that money gets reinvested back into the channel. And don't worry, I can't see who bought what, so if you were planning on sending me a surprise Christmas gift or something, you're still in the clear. The best way to support ZTT is to copy that first link in the description and make that your permanent Amazon bookmark. That way you're always using my link and always supporting the channel, which is much appreciated. Alright, to start off the PC gaming news, Ubisoft is giving away 2 free games, one of them being an amazing game. Ubisoft will be giving away Assassin's Creed Black Flag from December 11th to the 18th. Black Flag is mostly considered as the best Assassin's Creed game in the series. Yes, a ton of other people think that the second one is the best as well, but either way, that's an insane game to be giving away for free. Right now though, you can also pick up the 2007 RTS game World in Conflict Complete Edition. Just head on over to that Uplay app to claim it to your library. I'm actually pretty pumped for Black Flag though. I only have a couple hours in the entire Assassin's Creed series, and I might feature it on the channel here soon. Next up, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is coming to mobile phones here soon, at least in China. This is kind of crazy and we don't have many details on the game yet, but there's an entire trailer that was released that you should check out if you're interested, and you know, from China. It seems pretty crazy that we still don't have vault jumping in the PC game yet, and they're already working on a mobile game. Kind of seems like they have their priorities mixed up here, IMO. Moving on, we have got to talk about this Destiny 2 Amazon Alexa Ghost thing that's on Amazon right now for sale. You can actually tell this thing to equip different items in your Destiny 2 game on all 3 platforms, Xbox, PS4, and PC, and it will actually equip those items for you. How freaking cool is that? Now, in order for this to work, you do already have to own an Amazon Alexa device, but this sounds pretty baller, I'm not gonna lie. I do want to touch up on loot boxes again. I know we're all sick of the loot box news lately, but this is somewhat significant. Apparently there's a Hawaii rep named Chris Lee who is actively trying to ban games from allowing loot boxes, aka gambling, to anyone under the age of 21. We all know that there's a worldwide debate going on right now about whether loot boxes are gambling or not. I don't want to get into that. but the reason I mention this is because I sincerely hope this starts a trend. I'm personally very sick of loot boxes. They were fine a couple of years ago when they only gave a few cosmetic items and whatnot, but now they are just absolute garbage. I always remember playing that first Call of Duty Modern Warfare game where all weapon camos had to be earned by, actually performing in the game, and people actually took pride in their camos. I absolutely love showing off my Red Tiger camo on my M16. Red Tiger was earned by a certain amount of headshots, by the way, and nowadays we simply don't have that. Sticking with the Call of Duty example, sure, they still give camos for headshots, but they aren't nearly as cool, vibrant, or eye-catching as the camos that you find in loot boxes. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I know on the flip side there's a bunch of gamers out there who only get to play for like 2 hours a week, and if they can throw a couple bucks at the game to speed up the progression, unlock camos, etc., they're happy about it. Let me know your opinions down in the comment section. Well, I'm actually not done with the loot box topic, as the hero shooter Paladins unveiled a complete makeover to their progression system, and guess what? Loot boxes are front and center. Instead of unlocking loadout cards from actually playing the game, now every player has every single card already unlocked, but in order to progress the levels of the cards from 1 to 5, you have to gain duplicate cards from the loot boxes. I'm not going to jump into this anymore because I'm already getting frustrated about this. I actually think that Paladins was a super underrated game, but you can take it to the bank. I'm certainly not going to touch this game anymore if this is how they're going to keep it. Alright, now we're moving away from loot boxes, and this is a pretty funny story. A fairly small Twitch streamer named AJ Lester apparently streamed the real UFC fight this weekend, amazing fights by the way, but pretended that he was playing the new UFC game so he didn't get caught and copyrighted. As you probably know, these live UFC events are pretty expensive pay-per-views, so this is obviously illegal. Well, this new stunt kind of blew up and he's becoming somewhat famous for this. He seems like a pretty funny dude and has a lot more viewers now, and as of right now he just received a 24-hour Twitch ban. Hopefully he doesn't get sued from the UFC though. And finally, to wrap up all this PC gaming news, unfortunately we're gonna end on some bad news because Valve just announced that Steam will no longer be accepting Bitcoin as a payment option. I have a full video on my Bitcoin thoughts coming in a later video. Spoiler alert, I love it, but this kind of sucks. Actually, yeah, it really sucks. Valve says that they can't support the currency right now because of the super high transaction rates, but also because of the quote increase in volatility. I'm not sure why they're using that as an excuse. Bitcoin has always been volatile, but I do understand the high transaction rates. If you don't know, the rates are up significantly higher than normal right now, and that's simply because of the crazy amount of Bitcoin transactions lately. Bitcoin is up from like $700 per coin to over $13,000 at the time of this video, so yeah, the transaction rates are gonna be a little higher. Hopefully with the upcoming Lightning Network update we'll see lower rates, but it's just sad to see this happen. Tons and tons of businesses and companies are just now starting to accept Bitcoin, which they definitely should, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense for Valve to go the opposite direction. Well, that wraps up Weekly Download episode number 73. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what your favorite tech or PC gaming news was this week, or if I missed anything. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.